Marvel Studios' Kevin Feige confirmed recently that the studio was in talks with Keanu Reeves about eventually joining the MCU. Reeves' career has enjoyed a surge of popularity lately thanks to the John Wick franchise, along with a series of beloved memes and a whole lot of humorous cameos in other recent films. He even made a splash at this year's E3 with the announcement that he will be a part of the cast of the upcoming Cyberpunk 2077. So today we are diving into hypothetical land and debating about what character in the Marvel universe that he'd be perfect to suit up as. Specifically, what big bads he might lend his talents to, with our list of the top 10 supervillains Keanu Reeves should play. Now stick around till the end of the video and let us know whether or not you agree with our picks, cause there's quite a few interesting options here. Starting us off in at number 10, Druig. With rumors abound that one of Marvel's two films set to be released in 2020 will be The Eternals, there's been a whole lot of talk about Keanu being cast as a certain villainous character associated with the group. We're talking Druig, a character who first appeared in The Eternals Volume 1 Issue 11 in 1977, created by Jack Kirby. He's capable of superhuman strength, speed, accelerated healing, cosmic energy manipulation, energy blast, flight, illusion generation, matter transmutation, and teleportation. Dude can do a lot. His favorite pastimes include torturing people. Yeah. The Eternals film already has cast attached to the likes of Angelina Jolie, Kumail Nanjiani, and Richard Madden, and adding Reeves to that mix would surely make for one hell of a movie. I feel like just take my money now. Up next, number 9, Norman Osborn. Keanu Reeves might be too hot to play a Spider-Man villain the likes of Dr. Octopus, but Norman Osborn? Yeah, sign us up. One of the great aspects of Osborn's character is that he maintains a public facade while being a complete narcissist, who also happens to suffer from manic depression and antisocial psychopathic personality traits. Now others have called him a bipolar psychotic and a megalomaniac. Yet the dude is cool as a cucumber to the public, running Osborn Industries and sometimes, in other iterations, operates in political positions. Osborn could serve to be a meaty role for Reeves if he'd want it, although some think he might be too young to be believable as Osborn at this point in time. Fair enough. I guess that's a compliment. Up next at 8, Mephisto. Keanu is no stranger to dark and broody. Remember his take on John Constantine in Constantine? Keanu has dabbled in some dark shit, people. And you know what? Throw some red makeup on his face, give him a spiky do, and toss on that pointy red cape, and bam! Keanu could give us some really solid character work as Marvel's own demonic magic manipulator. Mephisto is responsible for committing a whole ton of evil acts in his Faustian quest, and watching Keanu bargain for souls is something that I think a lot of us would find really entertaining. Up next at 7, Kraven the Hunter. One popular opinion about who Keanu might play in the MCU is yet another famous Spider-Man villain, Kraven the Hunter. He's one of a handful of characters on this list that you could easily Photoshop Keanu's face into, and you would totally buy that the actor would pull off that role. Kraven is a skilled tactician and an expert hand-to-hand combatant. He's a noble character, but in a snap can switch to a murderous villain, something that we know Keanu can pull off thanks to the John Wick franchise. You know that whole cool as a cucumber snap, murder a bunch of guys. He can do it. Kraven is obsessed with hunting Spider-Man and once even buried the web slinger alive. The only downside about Keanu playing Kraven is that it's likely we won't see him appear up on the big screen for quite some time, considering Kraven would most definitely appear in a film that featured Spider-Man first, and Far From Home just came out. So big ensemble? Probably not the place that Kraven would be revealed in. In at 6, Dr. Doom. Victor Von Doom is a complex character. He's one with a strict code of honor, with his arrogance often believed to be his biggest weakness. He keeps his exact word, and his code of honor has often led to him helping superheroes he normally would not side with. I mean, he once saved Captain America because good old Steve saved his life prior. He's also a villain who is devoted to the welfare and well-being of his subjects, yet he is determined to rule over the world, simply because he genuinely believes that he is the best person for the job. And if that is not a fascinating character to play with, I don't know who else is. Now that Disney and Marvel Studios officially have the rights to use Fantastic Four characters and Doom himself, there's a very good chance that Feige is looking to the future and wants to ensure that they have an actor who can hold his own with some of the major properties in that Marvel pipeline. And who better to do that than Keanu Reeves? Up next at 5, Kang the Conqueror. One of the biggest debates surrounding the future of the MCU is who exactly will fill Thanos' Titan-sized shoes when it comes to the next big bad in the upcoming several phases of movies. Now one of the most popular answers is Kang the Conqueror, all thanks to the introduction of the multiverse and time travel in Avengers Endgame. Now Kang is a time traveler, and because of this, the comics have seen multiple iterations of the character over the years, including a young version who was Iron Lad in the Young Avengers for a chunk of time. While we don't think we'll be seeing a Young Avengers anytime soon, the idea of Keanu playing the time traveler villain is a promising one. He could add an interesting dynamic to Kang, and God knows he could easily give off those mad intellectual vibes that Kang boasts. In at 4, Galactus. Hey, remember that time that Galactus was adapted adapted in 2007's Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer, and he was a giant cloud dust space entity that the Silver Surfer exploded himself into to stop, and the Silver Surfer sounded like an advanced AI voice coming out of a CGI body based on O-Town's Liquid Dreams music video. So yeah, literally anything, I'm talking anything, could be better than that. Seriously, toss Keanu Reeves into a Galactus suit crafted by any of the wardrobe staff who has worked on Marvel Studios films, and you would have a Devourer of Worlds fit for the big screen. It would totally blow that movie's whatever the hell out of the water. Rise of the Silver Surfer. Sorry, I really don't like it. In all seriousness though, we could definitely imagine Keanu as Galactus, although we think he'd be more fitting for our next number. In at 3, Silver Surfer. Keanu can be quite the stoic individual, and so can Norrin Radd. That's what the Silver Surfer was called before becoming endowed with the power cosmic as Galactus' herald. Norrin Radd was hungry for adventure, and when his planet was faced with the threat of destruction by the Devourer of Worlds himself, Radd bargained with Galactus to keep his planet and his lover safe. As his herald, transformed by the power cosmic, he becomes the Silver Surfer, traveling around the galaxy to seek out planets for Galactus, something that would eventually wear him down, especially after he finds Earth and ends up rebelling against Galactus. He's exiled, and then he crosses paths with a bunch of Marvel villains, going from a henchman to a hero of sorts. Now if Galactus and the Silver Surfer were ever introduced into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which seems likely eventually, Keanu would be an excellent fit for the role, and could bring new depth to the Silver Surfer that we've yet to see in other adaptations of the character. Moving on to number 2, Namor. For a long time, there has been confusion surrounding who exactly has the rights to one of Marvel's oldest heroes, the OG anti-hero himself, Namor the Submariner. While Marvel Studios has been clear that they would love to add the character, there is surely a lot going on behind the scenes that we do not know about. Regardless, a character like Namor deserves an actor who can rightfully play up not only his arrogant heroics, but his villainous ways. Back when he was first introduced in the panels, Namor was owned by Timely Comics, Marvel's predecessor, and was a Golden Age hero, who, despite often clashing with Timely's other heroes, would also work with them, particularly Captain America and the first android version of the Human Torch, all to fight against Axis members and threats during World War II. Now the character, while still very prominent as both a hero and an antagonistic force to others in the Marvel Universe comics, he has yet to get any sort of live action adaptation. But if he were, Keanu would be perfect to play the part, and it'd be fun to see how the actor would make Namor's hot-headedness translate up on the big screen. And finally, in at number 1, Adam Warlock. In Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, in the post-credit scenes, we learned that the leader of the Sovereign, Ayesha, had created a brand new breed of her race, an incredibly powerful being that was brewing in a big old cocoon that she had decided to name Adam. Of course, that combined with remarks made by director and writer James Gunn in the past, fans were led to believe that this Adam was none other than Adam Warlock, the cosmic superhero who long had beef with the Mad Titan Thanos, and was imperative during the 1991 Infinity Gauntlet storyline, which the MCU largely based Avengers Infinity War off of. Warlock is also known for being corrupted after getting the gauntlet, and also has an evil side known as the Magus, who appeared in multiple iterations over the years in the comics. Now many fans of the MCU believe Warlock will act as a villain initially for the Guardians in their third film, since the character was literally created with the purpose of going after them. Now do yourself a favor. Close your eyes. Imagine Keanu Reeves dressed up as Warlock. Same flowing locks, same facial expressions, a gaunt, handsome quality mixed with cosmic wisdom. How could he not be Adam Warlock? I mean, hey, it's a pretty good fit. Alright, there you have it friends, now it is your turn. Let us know who you think Keanu Reeves would be perfect as in the MCU, and whether or not you think he'd be up to the challenge of playing any of the characters that we put on our list. There's also a whole lot of heroes that he'd be a good fit for. Moon Knight. So be sure to share your 2 cents on that. We also did a video about that recently, so maybe check out our channel and give it a look. While you're at it, if you dug this video, spread the love, hit the like button, and be sure to subscribe to Top 10 Nerd for more MCU theme lists just like this one. Thanks for watching friends, I will catch you all in the next video.